Hi everyone, today I'm going to talk to you guys about using Explora for middle school. This is a great database. It's specifically tailored to have results specifically for middle schoolers. And it kind of gives you the taste of what using a database is like. Databases are a little messy, but they provide a lot of really good information for research projects, specifically from magazine articles, from encyclopedias, from ebooks, all sorts of different things, newspapers. So what I'm going to do is share my screen here so you can see how I am getting there. So this here is the library resources page. You can get to this by going to ngsc.k12.in.us, that's our school website, and then add a /resources at the end, and that will take you here. And you can see the link here for Explore for middle school right here. And unfortunately, you guys would not be able to access this from home very easily. If you are at school, you definitely can. You don't need a username and password. If you are at home, then you're going to have to sign up for an account proving that you live in the state of Indiana. It's a little tricky. You would probably need a parent's or guardian's help for it. So my suggestion would be to do all of your research while you are at school and save all of the articles, and then you can read them at home and work on it more at home if you are planning on doing this project at home. So when you click on that, it's going to take you to Explore for middle schools, which unfortunately I am at home right now, and so my Explorer for middle school looks a little bit different than your guys's. You guys would actually have some nice looking things here. Mine looks pretty plain. So anyway, let's just say that I'm doing a project on solar energy. I'm going to hit go here. And what I mean by databases are a little messy is you can see here it's like a whole bunch of different chunks of text and stuff on the sides, but they work. They have what you need there for quality resources. You don't have to worry about wondering, is this just, some guy doing a blog from his basement who doesn't actually know anything? These are all good sources. So you notice they'll have a research starter. This is if the topic actually has a lot of information. So you might consider going there and seeing what they have for you. And you can scroll through here and see if there's anything if you'd like. I would suggest if it's a very long article like this and you are one who struggles to skim easily, you can always use the Control F function, which you've probably heard me talk about before. But on your keyboard, you type Control F, and if you're on a Mac, it's Command F. You probably cannot see my pop-up window that I got, but you'll get a little pop-up one. So let's say I want to learn, I don't know, how sunlight works with solar energy. So you'll see it highlights every time the word sunlight is in this article, and it'll actually take me to the parts of the article that has the word sunlight. Now, you'll notice it'll be exactly what you type in. So if I would have done a space between sun and light, it would not show up. It would not highlight it. So you need to make sure you're spelling correctly and that you're doing the minimum amount of words possible if you're using that Control F function. So anyway, that is helpful for if you're looking for a specific term. If this is an article that you like, there is over on the right side Cite. You click on that here. And unlike in WorldBook, it does not automatically bring up MLA first because databases are used by people all the way through college and professors and stuff like that. So you're going to have to scroll down until you find MLA, unless if your teacher wants you to use APA or a different source. But I'm guessing your teacher is going to want you to use MLA. Then you're just going to highlight and copy this and put this right into your Google Doc or whatever you're using to keep track of all of your work cited. Something else you can do, if say you really like this article, you can go over here and hit save, or sorry, not save. You don't want to hit save because you don't actually have an account in here. So you want to go to Google Drive, click on that and save it to your Google Drive. Sorry, ignore the save, just Google Drive. All right, let me go back to the search results so I can show you some different options here because, like I said, databases are a little messy, and some things look better than others. So an ebook option is awesome because it's actually a copy of the whole book online. So you click on the PDF full text here. It's actually going to load the full ebook. Now, depending on your teacher, this may or may not count as a book source if you're needing to have a variety of sources for your project. So you can scroll through and you can actually see the pages of the book like we were actually reading it on paper. What's kind of nice is you can also search within here since it is an electronic version of the book. And we can search for the word sunlight again if that's what we're wanting and see what comes up. You can see it's on page 31, page 17, and so on. So you can go through there. Once again, only use keywords because it's going to be looking exactly for that search term. From up here, you can also do the cite feature. You can save it to your Google Drive here as well. You can also do a full download if you're wanting to do that with the ebook. Okay, let me show you a different option. So that was the ebook option. And then another option would be, you can see they have videos here as well, a periodical or an academic journal. So you can see here the differences between an HTML full text and a PDF full text. I always recommend, if you can, to do a PDF full text just because it's prettier. It'll include any pictures if there are pictures in here. And it'll look exactly like if you were looking at the magazine itself. This is a bad example because there's not any pictures in this one. But this is what it would look like if you were to print it out. But if you were to, let me see if I can show you a different one here. You could go to, the HTML is just going to be uglier. So let me show you what that would look like as HTML full text. And here it is. It's just all one big string of text. The positive, though, of HTML is you can hit play and it'll read it to you if you're one who would rather listen than read. Okay, so there are all sorts of different things that you can view in here. Like I mentioned, there are ebooks, there's journals, there are encyclopedias, there's some videos, there's a lot of current event articles from newspapers, all sorts of different things. So that is Explora in a nutshell for you, and I hope that was helpful. As always, feel free to email me if you have any questions. Have a great day.